Man United have already spoken to Thomas Tuchel and Kieran McKenna about succeeding Erik ten Hag, with the club preparing to sack the Dutchman even if they win the FA Cup final against City. Erik ten Hag will learn his fate as Manchester United manager after today's FA Cup final amid growing expectation that he will be sacked. Ten Hag maintained a defiant stance ahead of the big game against rivals Manchester City at Wembley, and said he is planning for next season following a meeting with co-owners in Ouse. But Mail Sport understands United are preparing to make a change. They have spoken to Thomas Tuchel as well as representatives of Ipswich Kieran McKenna, also a target for Chelsea. Mauricio Pochettino and Brentford's Thomas Frank are among the other contenders, although Pochettino is reluctant to talk to United until he has agreed a payoff with Chelsea. Ten Hag finds himself in a similar situation to his fellow Dutchman Louis van Gaal, who was axed as United boss in 2016 in the wake of the FA Cup final win over Crystal Palace. United sources say a final decision over Ten Hag's future will not be made until after today's game, but the squad were not surprised yesterday to hear reports that their manager will be sacked after 2 years in charge, regardless of today's result. Erik ten Hag's future at Man United appears increasingly in doubt ahead of the FA Cup final. The club's owners are planning for a future without the Dutchman and have held discussions with potential successors. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has refused to give Ten Hag a public vote of confidence, and the United boss was asked if he plans to meet in Ouse after the cup final. "No, we already did, and on Sunday I will go on holiday, I deserve it," replied Ten Hag. "It is not necessary to have assurances, we'll go for next season. Of course, we are together. Since January, in Ouse, have been part of this club and they want us to win trophies." This is Ten Hag's second FA Cup final in a row, and he claimed that United can transform a horrible season by avenging last year's 2-1 defeat by City at Wembley. "This club didn't win many trophies in the last 10 years, said the 54-year-old, who lifted the Carabao Cup in his first season. "On Saturday, we have a big opportunity to win another trophy, and a third final in 2 years is very good, I would say, because this club when I entered it was not in a good state, absolutely not. We will be in a very different place if we win because we will be in Europe and we will have another trophy. We've improved a lot, and when you consider all the injuries we've had, it's a horrible season for us." Ten Hag is adamant that United were superior to City in almost every department in last year's final. "I have data and we were, on almost every occasion, better than them except in possession," he claimed. "All the other facts like getting into the final third, creating chances, getting shots on target, higher XG, expected goals, every bit of data we were better than them." United will look to avenge their defeat to Man City in last season's showpiece at Wembley. Ten Hag insisted data suggested his side outperformed their bitter rivals in the 2023 final. Bruno Fernandes wants assurances the club can match his ambitions before agreeing to extend his current deal. Bruno Fernandes, meanwhile, insists he wants to stay at United providing the club can match his ambition. The captain cast doubt over his future at Old Trafford earlier this month by saying he would make a decision after playing for Portugal at the Euros this summer. United want Fernandes to stay and extend a £240,000 a week contract that runs until June 2026 with the option of another year, but the player wants assurances the club will challenge for top honours. He said, "I love to step out at Old Trafford more than anything in the world. I don't want to leave. This has always been my ultimate dream. I just want my expectations to fit with the expectations of the club." If you go and talk to any fan, they will tell you the same thing. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this, don't forget like and subscribe this channel. Goodbye.